aphid ant plants. Let's put this in this bag and be done with it. The marigolds said absolutely not. We're not gonna be doing that this year. A few holes in the leaves, they're not gonna kill me. Hello, welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I am Asia and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space out in my backyard. And today I'm out in the garden. I was gonna take this whole little week off, y'all. I had so much stuff that I needed to get done, but between Sunday, Monday, and today, I have pretty much gotten everything done because I was like, my hair, I needed to braid it. I braided it myself this time, but it needed to be braided. I said, we're not doing another video where my hair blows up like that throughout the video. So I braided my hair Sunday night. And then yesterday, I took time to do like some personal stuff I needed to do. I can't remember what I did yesterday. It was something personal. It was something that I needed to get done. So I went ahead and got that done. We had a freeze last night. But then today, realized I let my registration on my vehicle expire. And so I had to go and do that this morning. I had to get all my paperwork together for my taxes because I gotta get those done. But I pretty much got everything done. So I'm outside right now. I'm about to take care of the chickens and the quail. The chickens kicked their food over yesterday. I believe it was raining yesterday. I can't remember. Anyway, what I'm planning to do today is to plant out some things. Those elderberry bushes, I'm gonna go ahead and get those. Well, they're cuttings, but they're gonna be bushes. Go ahead and get those into some bags today. The lemon mint, the one plant that did good in my winter sowing, gonna go ahead and replace that. So it's all lemon mint in here. And interestingly enough, I apparently planted lemon mint again when I planted out herbs again. So that's tough. I have a whole bunch of lemon mint, right? And then, oh, we need to put the fig tree, the other fig bush down. Oh, by the way, nail cam. Got my nails done yesterday too. That was another thing. I was like, girl, you out here looking crazy. I was like, I know you don't have to go anywhere, but you're out here looking crazy. Your hair look crazy. I know y'all gonna say your hair didn't look crazy. It did when it was the heat of the day, baby, and no. So went ahead and braided it. I braided it. I need to get some edge control. I ain't had no good edge control, but anyway, so we got our nails done. I absolutely love them. And those are the things we're gonna do today. Also, if y'all remember, so I didn't ever tell you exactly what I'm gonna be growing and how I'm gonna be growing in the smaller area, but I'll tell you now, I finally ordered a Greenstock. With my own money. Like, I purchased it. I was like, I really want a Greenstock and I'm gonna do it. So I purchased the Greenstock. So that should be coming today. I need to still go get the soil, and I know I need potting soil. By the way, the Virginia Urban Agricultural Summit was amazing, y'all. I mean, I loved it so much, and I met some subscribers there. So hey, y'all, if you were there. One of which I had met before, Javon, and we love Javon. She's so sweet, and her daughter is like the sweetest too. So I hung out with them. I also met at Too Goody. I don't want to say her name. I'm not sure she says her name, so I don't want to say what her name is. But I met her, really nice. And then I met another subscriber. Her name escapes me. I'm so sorry, but you know who you are. It was absolutely amazing, y'all. And I made so many contacts locally. I found local compost. I found a person who can help me get an IBC tank. I found places where I can go and volunteer at community gardens. Like, if you have the opportunity to go to something like that local in your area, do it. Because when I tell you, now at the end, I was like literally drained from all of the, you know, like talking and things like that. I can't think of the name of right now. I was drained, but I absolutely loved it. It was 3 days. I missed the first day because I had to call an electrician, and then the second and the third day was just absolutely amazing. I mean, the connections that you make if you go to events like that are great. And I have anxiety, social anxiety, death anxiety, all kinds of anxieties, right? But I push myself past those things nowadays, and I'm so glad that I pushed myself because it was an amazing event. It was put on by one of the colleges here, and I mean, like, they had breakfast. I was never there on time for breakfast, baby. They had lunch for us. They had a reception where they had hors d'oeuvres and things. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. So just letting you know, if you have the ability to go to things like that in your area, please go, because the connections that you make are worth every second. But let me go take care of these chickens. And then we're gonna get to planting some things out. I left my water hoses on last night, so I need to check them to see. That one didn't crack. We love it. I completely forgot. Took my plants inside though. I did take my plants inside last night because I knew it was gonna freeze. I hope it's our last freeze. It's not warm out here now. It's like 40 something degrees, but I really wanted to get out here and do this. By the way, the quail are laying. If you follow me, nothing cracked or split or whatever. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see they finally started laying. All of my hard work with those quail is finally paying off. So listen, the garden look real good. Oh, by the way, remember I told y'all I was gonna let these broccoli and things go to seed? I did, but the other night I needed broccoli and I came out here. So I'm probably gonna pull the ones that still, you know, decent, because I have a lot of things going to seed right now. So look, that's broccoli going to seed, but you can still eat it. Even like with the flowers, as I understand it, you can still eat it. That's a cabbage that went to seed. Oh, I was correct. These are definitely, they were definitely going to seed. I was thinking that they were heading, but no ma'am, they was going to seed. And these were too, so all of these were going to seed. This dinosaur kale has not gone to seed. I was thinking it was, but it's not. So yeah, all right. It seems like they're working on this house beside us. I'm gonna take care of the chickens real quick. Probably just go put y'all in speed up mode, put some music over top of it so we could get started. Y'all, it's cold. I don't like it. So one of the things I like to get for my chickens is a feeder block. So I had went to Tractor Supply a while ago. This feeder block been sitting in my car, but I asked my son to get the stuff out for me the other day. I don't know, pieces are falling off. Anyway, I also need to put some gloves on so I don't tear my nails up. But I'm gonna put this in here for them. Hello, lettuce. Hello, lettuce. They keep kicking this bucket over, but at least they eating the food off the ground. Y'all crooked. Yeah, at least they're eating the food off the ground after they kick it over. So that's a plus. This has also been in the back of my car for a few days. Give them some treats. I had some powdered cayenne in the house that I started giving them. And I know somebody's gonna tell me how this is gonna settle. It's just what I had in the house. This year I won't powder everything. I'll leave some in flakes for them. And chickens don't taste the heat of cayenne, and it's good for them. We got some eggs. It's been quite rainy here, so I also need to put some bedding in their coop area as well as a little bit out in the run, because it's just muddy out here, y'all. Just muddy. All right, so I got that. This is what I use in their coop, in their run area. This is all I have left. So basically, I'm gonna put what I need to put in the coop, and then I'm just gonna throw this in the run area, because like I said, it's super muddy. There's actually 2 eggs in here. Super excited. Y'all, I gotta find a way to do this without having to bend over all the time. 2 eggs. Love that for me. Because my knees is angry. My knees are angry. I gotta find a way to build something. And I was offered help with building stuff over here, or fixing stuff over here, by someone that I feel comfortable with from the channel, subscriber. And so I'm probably going to take her up on her offer because I need to build something to put these coops up off of the ground so that I'm not bending down every time. And then I need to fix the chicken door. I hate doing construction type things. I will do them, but I hate it because for whatever reason it seems like it never really works. And then it becomes like a hassle day for me. Absolutely hate it, which is why I put it off, but I know it needs to be done. But I may take her up on her offer because yeah, I don't want to do it. And I absolutely plan to help. I just would like to have someone here that knows what they're doing, so it does not turn into like me just out here willy-nilly doing it. I hate it, y'all. Honest truth is, I don't like doing it. I need to cut this, guys, somebody cut this tree. It's on my house. You know, I had somebody, totally not garden related or quail related, but I had somebody cut this tree all the way down to the fence line. It just grew back. Plants want to grow. In this case, though, it's not a good thing. Oh, another egg in here. Nice, very nice. Oh no, another one. There's lots of eggs in here. Okay, quail. I see y'all. 2 more. My Greenstock is here, y'all. I just saw you. Yes, I'll be right back. Yep, that was my Greenstock. I got the lilac one, because y'all know I love purple. And in the razzleberry, I think it's called, of course, that was no longer available. So I went with the next best option, which was lilac. I can't wait to get that up. I mean, I literally cannot wait. I have always said, like, it seemed a bit expensive, but then I see people growing in it, and they're growing so much food in it. And I know when I put up my post about, well, the video, and I said what I had pulled out and stuff, I realized I should probably be growing smaller things in it, right? But I want to try and grow what I want to grow in it. Because I know somebody left a comment, and they were basically like, miniature varieties, this, that, and the third. I'm going to experiment so terrible with that this first year, because I'm already late, if we honest, like, as it relates to the tomatoes that I'm growing. But we have a very long growing season, and so, yeah, I'm going to play and experiment with that, something terrible, y'all. So, y'all bear with me, but I'm super excited to have it. By the way, it's only the first covey that's laying. I'm not seeing any, I'm going to put this up for now. I'm not seeing any eggs in the second covey. But they also had a rough start at life, because if you remember, the second covey is it covey? Because somebody put the spelling. I know how to spell it. If we said it's supposed to be covey, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not seeing any eggs over here just yet, but what I was saying is, this is the group that originally ended up over here because they were getting beat on. And then after that, we integrated again, and somebody started fighting in here again. So it may take them a little while to start laying, and that's okay. And they do need bedding. I guess when it rained, it got a little bit wet in there too. I do want to figure out another way, because did you see how I didn't realize those eggs were in there? I didn't realize those eggs were in there because their eggs are so small and they dig. And so with that being said, if they dig and lay the egg, then I can't really see it under the bedding. So with that being said, I need to find another way. I really want to put them on full sand, if I'm honest. I want to put them on full sand. They had a little bit of food left yesterday, so I didn't refill their food, so I need to refill it now. They get all flock too. Everybody eats all flock around here. So yeah, I really want to clean all the bedding out of there and just put sand down there. I think it would be easier. I don't know. I've seen people raising their quail just on sand, or even not even sand, just like putting them in cages with wire at the bottom. I don't really want to do that, but I do want to make it a little bit easier for me to find eggs. So with that being the case, we're gonna look into that. We're gonna look into that. I also need to get another bag of food to put in the quail cans, but right now we just walking across the garden to get everybody food. Also, it froze last night, but nothing in my backyard looked like it froze, so that's a plus. Oh my God, I put that in the water. Imagine. Let me take the water out, and then I'll just refill it. A mess. A whole entire mess. So it feels like, might be, I don't want to say warming up per se, but with the sun being out, it definitely feels warmer. Y'all, this hose link being over here, a lifesaver. A lifesaver. Love it. Literally love it. All right, let's get this stuff put up. I think y'all need none, really. Maybe in that corner. Maybe in the corner, guys, you think? All right. Okay, so the birds are taken care of. And now we're gonna get to some gardening work. Oh, I need to go get my plants from in the house and bring them out. Although, I'm probably gonna bring them back inside tonight because I think it's saying 38. Like last night said 33 and we got down to 30. So I'm not gonna take any chances. Hello, girl. I'm not gonna take any chances with that because I work too hard. I work too hard for them seedlings. Why is your butt in my face? Move. Child. All right, let me get the seedlings out. I just closed that. I don't know why though. Get the seedlings out and then we're gonna start planting. Watch out. When I tell y'all, having this stuff that's so sturdy and I don't have to worry about like things falling over. I mean, I really do. I talked about Bootstrap Farmer in my last video, but like, I'm serious. It's so much easier. It makes this process so much easier. Bringing them in and out for sure. I don't have to worry about stuff falling over. Like when I was doing it in cups and stuff, this is so much easier. Sturdy enough that I could put it in one hand if I need to. I mean, just sturdy. And before somebody says it, you put the plants in your house with aphids and ants. I did. It's not, I can clean. It's a laundry room. It's all from the rest of the house. But yes, I did put them in my house because I didn't want them to die. Yep, those are it. Aphid ant plants. Them tomatoes looking good. I'm super excited. They looking good, y'all. I came outside the other day. I don't know where I had been. Oh, I do know where I was. I was at the Urban Agriculture Summit. Baby, these plants was so wilted because they was dry. But I just watered them from the bottom and I let the water soak in. Do y'all know, even after I did that overwatering, I did not lose one tomato. I'm a firm believer that tomatoes can be saved at this point if you have a dampening off issue. Firm believer. I did not lose one tomato because I just replanted it, the top of it. Let me also be clear that I'm ready to put these plants out in the garden. So I hope that was our last freeze. Some of these peppers definitely still alive. It's like 5 of them. These are ones I overwintered. It's like 5 of them. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. It was 5. All right, so now we're about to start planting. We did everything. I went and got a new pair of gloves because the other pair I think are in the larger greenhouse. Plus they've been worn, so dirt doesn't normally get through it, but I just got a new pair of gloves. We're gonna plant out the lemon mint first because we got 2 plants and we got 2 pots. That's what's up. They grew really nicely. That's winter sown. Like I said, I know it works. I just didn't have good luck this year, but very pretty. So here's the thing. I have not gotten any compost yet, so we're just gonna plant these today. And then when I get compost, because I now have to go to the store because I got to get the potting soil for the Greenstock. So right now we're just going to plant. And this had mint in it before. I'm pretty sure of that. We're just going to plant them. And then when I get some compost, I'll top it with compost. Very black soil. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me bring you over here. It looks very rich. Look at that. Like I said, mint was in it before. But I do have a little bit of the fertilizer that I use. I don't find that mint is very fussy. It's just gonna grow. If it continues to grow without the compost, I may not even add any. But we are gonna put a little bit of granulated fertilizer in here. I had opened that container because it was kind of trying to come out of the top. So I can now say it's been through a freeze. So this is all I do to plant my winter sown things. I just pull them out, and mint doesn't mind having its roots separated. So I take as much soil as I can with each plant if it's a larger plant, and then I just drop it down into the soil. Very simple. Very healthy looking plants these are, so that's a plus. And it's that simple for a winter sown plant. Like, that's it. And we're gonna do the same thing to this pot. Oh yeah, the soil in these pots look really good. We still need to refresh all of the, girl. All right, the lemon mint from the winter sown jug is planted. Look how good they look, y'all. Came out real nicely. They grew nicely in that. And so it's the same situation. I don't have any compost, but these are the elderberry plants that somebody sent me. They're cuttings. I believe there's 3 in total in here, so I need to find another bag. They're not gonna stay where they were, because I said it in another video. I do not want my dog to get to these. We love her, even when she's a pain. We love her, and I don't want my dog to get to these. This is the bag that the moringa was in, and then the other bag is the bag that the lemon grass was in. And the lemongrass, nor this moringa looks like it's coming back. So pretty sure they kind of rotted. There's worms, we love that. Lots of them. Very nice, very, very nice. Yeah, this is rotted. That's the moringa root. That's rotted. Ah, fell right apart and mushy. Ew. So we're gonna take this bag, and this is where we're gonna plant one of these. Lots of ants in here too. Ooh, the ants ain't playing no games with me this year. I feel like they gonna move on too, so we ain't tripping. Just like other bugs kind of move on. I think they'll still be here, but I don't think it will be as much. I think it's the beginning of the spring. They're just waking up. They're looking for food. Out in the garden, not a big deal. In the greenhouse, yes, a big deal. All right. Yeah, I mean, there are ants everywhere. Wow. Wowzers. And there was also grass in this bag that might have something to do with it too. It's okay. And these are 7-gallon bags, in case you're interested. All the bags I have are 7-gallon bags. Mixed in that fertilizer. Now, we're going to put our bushes in here. I'm very excited to have these. If you sent these to me, thank you so much, because they definitely did not show any signs of growing in my winter sowing jugs. I'm very happy. And I know you said you hope they made it. They made it. They made it just fine. So this one I probably need to put in some water. I don't see any roots on it. This one had lots of roots. So what we not finna do is touch all these ants. Let me put my gloves back on. And then I'll definitely put some compost on this, because I imagine a bush needs some nutrients. Let them ants do their thing. Hopefully not eat up my roots, but I doubt they will. So that's one elderberry cutting planted. I'm excited, y'all. And now this one, try to dig around and get all the roots out from this lemongrass, because I don't think this coming back. I can smell this though. I feel like if it was dead, I wouldn't be able to smell it as strong as I do. Maybe we're gonna give this some time. I'll probably cut it down. And the roots are not easy to get out, so they may be alive. We're gonna wait on this and find another bag, y'all. And I know where I'm gonna put these. I have a bag with plantain in it, and then there was this bag right across from it with nothing in it, and so I'm gonna put the elderberry bushes at the end of the purple bags. And then I moved that plantain to where these bags were. I'm breaking up this soil. This one I'm definitely gonna have to add some compost to. It grew something big. Oh, you know what? A cabbage was in this bag. But I pulled the cabbage out, but there's still a lot of roots left in this bag. And for it to have rained yesterday, this is very dry. It rained like a lot yesterday too. I don't see any ants in this one. That bag came out of the greenhouse, so that's probably where the ants came from. So we're really gonna have to water this in. We're gonna water this in really good, because essentially I'm gonna let it root in this bag. I'm gonna have to really make sure this bag is moistened, because that's the only way these are gonna root. But it already had leaves on it, so this one had leaves on it too, but it died back. Let's see something. The scratch test. Yeah, I think that one is dead. Okay, that's fine. See, that's a way to find out if your plants are still alive. Do the scratch test. Pretty sure that's dead. There's no green, and this died. So we'll only have 2 elderberries, but that's all you need for pollination. Look at all those worms that was under that bag. I hope y'all can see. I mean, worms for days, y'all. Love that. All right, and like I said, we're gonna put the plantain over in this corner. I did open some of the containers a few minutes ago just to see what happens. The ones that had small plants in them, I opened those. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put this fig tree. I do want it in the orchard area, but it's feeling like the orchard area is getting a little bit crammed. I don't really want to put it in between like an apple tree and a peach tree, or between the grapevine and an apple tree. So I'm not really sure where I'm gonna put it, but let me show you the greenhouse. where there are no ants. Cinnamon does work. I know someone said cinnamon doesn't work. It does work to repel them. It's not going to kill them. If you were thinking I was trying to kill them, then you're right. But it will repel them. Let me show you. Not an ant in sight. But there's a whole bunch of cinnamon on the table, but there aren't any ants, and that's what I was looking for. No ants on the Bootstrap Farmer trays. No ants anywhere. And I've been coming out here and looking. Well, there goes one. But one is fine. A colony was not. And this is where they were, up under the Bootstrap Farmer trays. It does work if you're just trying to repel them. Oh, by the way, looky here. How nice. Those are strawberries in the strawberry pots. It's hot like fire in here too. I'm getting out. By the way, something we're probably gonna change this week. This is gonna be a growing greenhouse. I'm gonna get a smaller table, and then I'm gonna move this table out, because if you remember, I said I wanted a table like right here to sit my seedlings on when they're like hardening off. So that table's going out there, and we're putting a tall bed in the back of this greenhouse. Like, super excited about that. I already have the garden bed. I just need to get it put up. Now, what are we gonna do with this? Okay, so the reason why I'm doing that is because I can still start seeds in here if I find a table that can sit right here, which I'm fine with. Now in the winter, with this being all like this, I have to keep this down, but that would be fine for me to start seeds in. Like, just get a skinny-ish table right here and then start seeds in there. I don't have to take them out of the greenhouse or anything, and then that whole greenhouse can be for growing, and then I'm still gonna leave my sitting area because I do like to sit in there. So that's something we'll be doing this week too. I just need to get the table and stuff. Girl, what is it? It's a part of being a gardener. I don't know where that came from and how we got it by how. Oh, in the greenhouse maybe. Anyway, all right, where are we gonna put this fig? I want the fig. I'm not getting rid of the fig. I'm thinking I could honestly put it in a pot. So when I say I don't want to put it in between a tree or anything like that, I don't want to do it in ground that way, because I just feel like that's a lot of competition right there together. But I could absolutely put it in a pot and just sit it in between those trees until I can figure out what to do. I'm also thinking kind of right here, but what I do know is like this area, for whatever reason, holds water. I want to say lavender back there. It did not perform well. Matter of fact, it died. So I could move these pots. Like, I could move this pot down this way and then move this pot down. And I could just plant it right there. So that's what I'm thinking too. That's my thought. And I had already moved the lemon right here. The lemon mint that we just planted, I moved it here. So there's 3 pots here, 3 pots here, 2 pots there, and I could put it right here. But so it was holding water further back. I don't think it will hold water right here. So that's what I think I'm gonna do, and this is where the new fig tree is gonna go. The other one that looks amazing over here is right there, is waking up, so I'm excited. I think that's where we're gonna put it. It's a little shady right there, but I think it'll be okay, and I can always move it. That's my big thing, like, you can always move it. And maybe I will just put it in a bag right there first, see how it performs in the shade, because there is some shade, at least right now there is. And then if it does well, I could put it in the ground. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it in a bag right there for now. It will at least get it out of that little pot that I got it in, which I think it'll be fine for a few more months maybe, but I really want to get it out into the garden and out of the greenhouse. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, problem here is I don't have an extra bag that won't throw another section off. Hate that for me. Although I will tell you, I am thinking of not planting back here this year. I'm really not sure. I also need to fill those bags up. But because if I put roselle here, this normally gets shaded. But who knows? Who knows what I'm going to do? Technically, this bag is kind of in... Oh, those have carrots in them. Everything right here has something in it, actually. All right, let me think this through, y'all. But I think I can still just move a bag somewhere else. That's what I'll do. We'll take this bag and then take this one, put it over here, and then plant that fig in this bag right here, so it doesn't throw it off too much, which is fine. I like even, y'all. I like even. All right, y'all, so now we're gonna plant the fig in the bag, put the bag where it is, and see how the fig grows. I think that's a good idea. That way I'll know if I put it in the ground, will it be all right there? Y'all, it's a weird moving thing in here, you know, like that thing I found the last time. Uh-oh. Let's put this in this bag and be done with it. You can't see it because I moved the soil around some, but we gonna get all the way out this bag, baby. I knew it was still here. It didn't get no bigger, so that's a plus. But we gonna put this fig in this bag and leave it right where it's at. Put it over in that corner and leave it alone. See, I can be nice to all except the big ones. Like even that little small one that is most definitely in this bag. Good thing is I'm planting a fig in it, so ooh, look at those roots. The roots look good. The few that we can see, but the point is it is rooting. Nice. But what I was saying is I could be nice to all, but the big one, I wouldn't even be out here with it. That was a tiny one, and so we just gonna leave it where it's at, all right? Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh my God. Y'all, nature ain't playing no games out here. 2 birds literally just came right past me through the grapevine. Like I wasn't even sitting here. Red birds. They over on the tree right now. Let me see if I can get them for you. They gone, but I mean flew right by me. This is crazy. It's a lot going on out here. Nature is in my garden, baby. But I'm cool with it. I can live with it. All right. I don't think it's constantly shady. I just think that like right now it's shady. So that's why I'm gonna do it as this little experiment. But if it works, then I know I have a spot where I could put that fig tree in the ground and it's not gonna have to compete with other bushes and trees. So, all right. So those were the 3 things that I wanted to get planted today, and I did that. Let's rinse this off, take it back in the greenhouse, keep them clean. Then I won't have to clean them later on. Super simple to clean too. Look, spray some water through it. No more soil. Love that. I'm gonna let it sit out in the sun so it can dry before I put it out in the greenhouse. So, all right, what's next? I need to harvest some of the green leafy vegetables. Like, they're not huge, but also they could go to seed at any time here because it gets hot here fast. Let me decide if I'm gonna do that. I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, we are going to harvest the things that I know that I will preserve. So the collards and the kale, I know I'll preserve that. I'm also gonna harvest some lettuce because we can have lettuce with dinner tonight. Oh, I forgot to take the covered stuff back outside. When I say cover, I mean these things that we're waiting for germination on. Ooh, look at that. I need to take, I was still trying to wait for the lupin. That's the ones right in the front in the purple. Waiting for some more to come up. I might still wait a little bit. Keep them covered for a little bit. But we got some holy tulsi trying to grow right there. No, this is a sweet mint. Been taking me forever to get those. That's a zucchini. I thought the marigolds ain't doing nothing, y'all. The marigolds said absolutely not. We're not going to be doing that this year, which is fine. These are the seeds we sowed not too long ago. We have roselle coming up. We have some lemon basil coming up. I thought that was mint. A whole bunch of yarrow because I must have put a whole bunch of seeds in there, which is fine. And then some of my sunflowers are coming up. And there's a lot of onion seeds mixed into this soil that didn't come up when I reused my soil. They coming up now. And some teddy bear sunflowers too. So love that. Ooh, some thyme. Y'all probably can't see it. There's a small little thyme in here too. Whole bunch of them in that one. Y'all probably can't see it. But putting those back outside, keeping them covered, keeping them moist. This one looks like, oh my God, that is super dry. How is everything in here so moist and that's dry? And that's my basil. Been trying to get that. Y'all see that water fall on my floor? Tough. All right, I'll be back. All right, let's get a basket. Y'all remember how I keep telling y'all I got loofah in the house I haven't processed? A whole basket of it. And this is why I'm not growing them this year. Ready to be processed. I just haven't. So that's why I'm not growing them this year. All right, let's take these two. Take this one and this one. It's broken, but it still works. The handle is broken. I need to fix it. Let's go. So I'm very happy with the spring garden this year. I'm actually very happy with it because I didn't do well in fall, but I'm actually very happy with what I'm getting right now. And yes, the bugs are out, the caterpillars are out, but a few holes in the leaves, they're not gonna kill me. All right, so we're gonna start with a head of lettuce. This one looks to be kind of spacing out. So we're gonna take that one because I don't want it to go to seed. So that's a bib butterhead lettuce. So it didn't really head, but also the fact that it's kind of opening up in the middle, I don't want it to go to seed. So we're gonna use this with dinner tonight. I'm gonna get 2 because I'll make a nice size salad. Then I can have some for lunch tomorrow too. I'll take this one. It's kind of small, but it's also, as I say, opening up. So lettuce right from the backyard. Love that. And one day this week and probably next week, we'll probably eat the lettuce wraps. That's where I put ground chicken inside of that lettuce, and we'll eat that. So that I don't want this lettuce to go to waste. I want to be able to eat it. But this is the time, like I said, it's warming up, and I don't want this stuff to go to seed. I want to say I grew it and I ate it. And it would make no sense to fight for a spring garden and not actually use what's in the spring garden. So we have Swiss chard here, but I think I'm going to leave that because Swiss chard can grow through the summer. I haven't had an issue with the Swiss chard growing in the warmer seasons, maybe not all the way through summer, and it's not normally the fall plants that stay for me. It's normally if I plant out some new Swiss chard in the spring, then it'll grow for a while in the summertime when it gets warm. But see, they have holes in them, but they are definitely still edible, and so we're going to eat them. And I'm basically doing the cut and come again method. Those are Georgia Southern collards. So I'm doing the cut and come again method. I'm going to leave the plant. I'm just pulling off the leaves around it, and then they'll start to grow again. And so that's what I'm gonna do. They're not extremely large in this bed, but the kohlrabi leaves are getting really big, probably shading them a little bit. And so we'll just do this for now. Let them come back. That way I can preserve these for the summer. Now, these did not get, I don't think, a really hard frost by the time that I had planted them out. But I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar if they not to my liking with the sweetness, and we're gonna eat them because they don't have to be sweet to be edible. And so see, we're just leaving a little bit of the leaves, taking the rest. This is a Vates collard right here. They have different leaves, but they're all collards. And I personally don't mind mixing my collards. I'm gonna just eat them. Make sure you leave enough leaves so that it can still photosynthesize and grow more. As a YouTuber, I think that I sometimes don't harvest so that I can have pretty videos with lots of stuff, right? But before I'm a YouTuber, I'm a gardener, y'all. Pretty videos with full beds, that's cool and all, but food in my refrigerator and freezer and my belly, even better. Now look at this kohlrabi. Leaves are getting huge. It's actually starting to get round too, so love that. So that's what we got out of that bed. About to move on to this bed now. Everything from here down is collards, and there's some spinach back there. I'm gonna start eating that spinach too. And I will check for like the leaves that's really not usable once I get it in the house. For now, I'm just picking everything that's pretty large. They're also kind of shading the spinach in the back too, so this is not a bad idea to go ahead and harvest. But if you are in Virginia Zone 7B and you're seeing things that say we really can't get a spring garden, we can. Plant out in February and then start to harvest, because at any point it can get too hot and they can bolt. I preferred to get it out earlier in February, but I just couldn't. The weather was not working with me. But still getting the harvest. Those were some pretty nice sized ones. Now it's harvested. Maybe we'll get another harvest or two off of those. Oh, by the way, do you see what I see? That's a little broccoli head trying to come in. Or it's about to flower, I don't know. Right now, I'm believing that it's a broccoli head. I'm also gonna go ahead and take these kale leaves. Like I said, I had cut the flower out of this. I don't know what they're gonna taste like, but I'm gonna take them anyway. See if it continues to grow. If it doesn't, that's fine too. So we're gonna take these kale leaves as well. I don't know if it's because I used the bedding from the chicken run or not, but there are so many weeds growing. I am probably going to get some straw and put it down just to suppress the weeds in the garden beds, because I mean, they are growing everywhere, y'all. We have a few kale plants over here. The curly kale anyway, that have some pretty big leaves. So we'll go ahead and take those too. Those are nice. We're gonna separate the kale that I can't tell the difference from and put it in with the lettuce. We're gonna leave the lacinato kale for now. I am gonna take some of those broccoli side shoots too, just cause they were really good in the meal that I made. And they are slightly flowering, but still, they were actually really good. And I don't know that I've ever eaten them when they had already started kind of opening up. They were good though, and you can. As I understand it, you can eat the flowers. I definitely never did that. So yeah, we're just gonna take the flowers. Like I said, they are opening up. We have other things flowering, so they're opening up, but they were actually really good. These are basically the small ones that I had left, and I said I was gonna let them flower, but they're still growing and edible, and the bees still have food. Take a little, leave a little, right? And I have really enjoyed sauteing broccoli with just some olive oil and some seasoning, and these work really well for that. And they're not super bitter or anything yet, so I said, why not just take them and use them? The ambulance. So there are a few on this one too, and I do mean like 2 or 3 when I say a few. Look at that Swiss chard though. I mean, beautiful. Getting huge. This Swiss chard is from the fall, so I don't know, this might bolt. So that was a nice little harvest. Some broccoli, some kale, some collards, some lettuce. Love that for me. It's a very green basket, but it's still gonna be delicious. So I just spotted this sunflower. It's a volunteer. I move my sunflowers. I also plant my sunflowers by the trellises so that I can string them up or tie them up during the season. So I'm going to move that really quick because it's still young and it should transplant just fine. But before I do that, I'm going to take this sweater off because the sun came out and it must be warm out here because, baby, I'm sweating. All right, switched into a t-shirt. And now I got my gloves and stuff. So we're gonna move that sunflower real quick and put it beside a trellis. It's just how I grow so that I don't have to worry about doing extra staking for sunflowers. And since that one was given to me, it was a gift, I gotta keep it. I always try to take as much soil as I can, specifically for sunflowers because they don't really like having their roots disturbed. But they will transplant fine when they're smaller, and I just try to take all the roots that I can. I dropped that. That's tough. So now I'm not sure how well it's going to transplant, but it's okay. That's all we have now. It's all right. I'm just going to stick it right here, and we will see what happens. If it survives, it'll be beside a trellis, and I can just tie it to the trellis as it gets huge this summer. And the only reason why I think that one is gonna get huge is because I don't think I planted any teddy bear sunflowers over there last year. So more than likely it's one of the bigger sunflowers, which is fine. Y'all, let me show you all this. All these weeds that's growing in this bed. Well, in these beds, there's a whole lot of weeds, and I'm gonna have to, I think straw would be my best option so that I don't have to literally sit and pick by hand. I'll let the straw do the work for me. Look at all these weeds. And I feed the chickens weeds. But look at that. I mean, weeds just everywhere. All in my leeks. Weeds everywhere. This bed full of them too. Look. Just full of weeds. So yeah, I believe when I go to Tractor Supply, I'm gonna pick up a bale of straw, and then I'm gonna come back. That might not be today though. Come back and put that on these beds so that we can get these weeds under control, because I honestly do not want to hand pick weeds. I don't. I think that's a sunflower too. It's very small. We're gonna plant it somewhere. I found that in the asparagus bed. I'm really just walking around and looking around right now. I mean, there's a whole bunch of volunteers out here. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a Save the Volunteers Day and just go around, like fill up some seed trays and go around and find all of them and put them in seed trays so that I can move them elsewhere, because some of them definitely can't grow where they're at. Like this tomato. I'm not gonna leave that in this bed, but it's a good size for me to go ahead and move if I want to. And the fact that that tomato is still alive makes me think my yard did not get down to 32, because I feel like that tomato would be dead if it did. But the weather definitely says there was a freeze last night. But all these tomatoes that have volunteered, I don't think that they would still be alive. My potatoes were not fazed by it at all. So I just don't think, and I've said it before, that my garden gets to the temperatures that the weather says. Y'all, we should harvest this leek. Y'all want to harvest this leek? Literally just out here doing nothing. That leek is huge. Y'all see it? And I said I'm doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing, but I don't have any like specific task. Well, I did have specific tasks. They're just already done now. Let's see what this leek looking like. I always have to dig them out. I be thinking I could pull them, but their roots are tight in the ground. This the leek I told y'all I didn't plant, and I don't know if it came from a seed or how it got here, but I definitely didn't plant it here. And it's random, super random. Nice size one too, very nice. That's real nice. Won't be making no leek and potato soup out of it, but I could throw it into something for some flavor. I just tasted a piece of that lettuce. It's actually really good. Okay, love that. Need to start eating it. Well, that's pretty much it for me today. I'm just out here, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to visit me over on Instagram, where I post about the things going on in my garden almost every day. Bye, y'all.